group of state legislators in New Jersey have proposed legalizing sports betting for the Atlantic City casinos. Voters may get to vote on this in a referendum in November. The reason for this is fairly obvious. The legislators estimate that sports betting could generate anywhere from $200 million to $600 million in revenue, directly and indirectly, for the casinos and for Atlantic City itself. Now, federal legislation would also have to be changed in order for this to happen, but the lawmakers are confident that they can move this forward. Overall, according to most estimates, illegal sports betting generates anywhere from $200 billion to $300 billion annually. None of that money is taxed. In testimony before the New Jersey State Commission of Investigation, Tommy Del Giorno, a one-time mobster from South Philadelphia, who later became a government informant, once said, illegal sports betting, illegal gambling is the financial wheel around which all organized crime operations function. Nick Caramandi, another Philadelphia wise guy who I spoke to at length, used to talk about sports betting and loan sharking. They go hand in hand. And here's one of the reasons why the mob is not afraid of legalized sports betting in Atlantic City or anywhere else. One, degenerate gamblers like to be able to pick up a phone and make a bet. And in between the 1 o'clock games and the 4 o'clock games, they may want to make another bet. They're not going to get in a car and drive all the way to Atlantic City to do that. Two, and more importantly, illegal sports betting, bookmakers, and the mob allow gamblers to bet on credit. You can run a tab. And this is where the financing of organized crime comes in. Nick Caramandi talked about shark money. If you owe money and you don't have it to pay, and you're dealing with the mob, you've got to get the money somewhere to settle up the debt. Caramandi explained to me how it worked. I never really quite understood. Let's say you owe $10,000 to a mob bookmaker. Can't pay, you go borrow from a loan shark. You've borrowed that $10,000 at 3 points for 10 weeks. At the end of 10 weeks, you will have paid $3,000 and still owe the $10,000. If you don't have the principal to pay off the debt, you borrow for another 10 weeks. At the end of a year, you will have paid the mob loan shark $15,600 and still owe him the $10,000. Not even the vultures in the credit card business can charge that kind of interest rate. In addition, the mob has taken that $15,600 and put that back out on the street at the loan shark rate. This is the financing of organized crime, and it begins with sports betting. So while sports betting may be a boon for Atlantic City casinos, it's not going to hurt the mob, and if it gets more customers and more people into sports betting, it may in fact be a benefit.